It was 8 a.m. when I arrived with a bag full of cameras.
Now, where do you generally sit?
To capture a typical day in Jalen's life.
Great job!
His mom wanted us to see firsthand what's involved in raising a nonverbal child with autism.
A lot of jumping, breaking of furniture.
His actions may not make sense to you. He doesn't like clothes, his movements are often abrupt, and he can be loud.
He gets up like 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes he screams. Sometimes he tries to open my door and just kind of get my attention.
While Maria wants more for her son, she remembers a few years back when he started to intentionally physically injure himself. There was no way, as a single working mom, she could watch him 24 hours a day.
I said, if you guys don't help him, I'm at the part right now where he's just going to get dropped off at Children's. And I meant it. Did I want to do it? No. I felt like it was the only way I could get some help for him.
Dropped off means abandoned. To force the state to pay attention to their needs. Even after you made that desperate call for help,
Yeah.
did you get it?
No.
This is a good time to talk about EPSDT.
And that stands for Early Periodic Screening, Diagnostic, and Treatment.
It's a lot of words, but children like Jaylen really need us to understand them. Because at its core, EPSDT means
Kids are entitled to whatever Medicaid service they need that's medically necessary.
medically necessary. Remember that term because we're going to come back to that in a moment.
It's not enough to say, give the list of providers with some phone numbers, call 50 and see what you get.
Yet Maria says that is exactly what she has experienced. Does that mean we're breaking the law? The state of Georgia?
I believe it does.
And who's accountable for that?
So the state Medicaid agency is the Department of Community Health.
The problem. There are really no consequences when states fail to meet the needs outside of a lawsuit.
Children with more complicated diagnoses or multiple diagnoses fall in what I call the Grand Canyon of service gaps.
The state knows needs are not being met. It is a state agency that wrote this 9-page memo outlining some of the problems. And in the past 2 years, child advocates, attorneys, and behavioral health providers have also written letters to DCH listing specific steps that could help, calling the current system incoherent.
I think human instinct sometimes has us when someone suggests a new, bold idea to go, is that possible?
Erica Fenner-Sitkoff is the executive director of Voices for Georgia's Children.
We advance laws, policies, and actions that improve the lives of children.
Right now, Voices is studying denials, why families with high-need children on Medicaid are being told no. Remember EPSDT and that mandate to provide what's medically necessary?
As much as we have definitions for what's medically necessary, there is a human component to this. There are people deciding that.
Fenner-Sitkoff says that means who gets what is often inconsistent. Whether those denials are by private insurance or Medicaid, it's often the taxpayers that foot the bill. DFAC says it spent more than $72 million to pick up the tab on treatments that had been denied. Now, not all of those children had been abandoned, but they do represent the same group. Dually diagnosed teenagers with severe mental health and developmental disabilities.
The sad part about this is if I die tomorrow, he's gonna get help because I'm dead. Jay?
Parents like Maria say the research needs to go even further to make sure children that do qualify for services actually get them. Once approved, she tried to get Jalen behavioral therapy to help him find better ways to communicate. But she couldn't juggle the appointments with her job.
Get a break.
Now that she's working from home, therapists say at 17, he's too old.
And that really broke my heart because
Do you feel like if you could have gotten him into some of these things
Yes.
sooner?
Yes.
There was
do.
always a barrier.
There was always a barrier.
Simple habits like rocking and jumping have destroyed several beds. The stair rail is busted, and this couch?
Like right now, we don't have a couch. Like literally, we do not have a couch right
The
now.
couch that was there. when
It's
I was
gone.
It's gone. Gone, not from one jump, but a repetition of little jumps each day, every day. A pattern of walking in and out of rooms, turning on and off the lights. Disrupted sleep and desperate attempts to be understood. Without resources to break the cycle, Jaylen and his mom will live trapped in this loop.
I love my son. I love him so much, but it's like, am I the best thing for him? Some days I don't feel that way. Like, what is he learning from me? How am I helping him? Like, what can I do? Like, I feel helpless. Like, I'm his advocate, and I feel helpless.